Welcome back, everyone, and prepare to be bedazzled because today we're going to be shedding light on the challenges appertaining to building up your recurring revenue streams as an entrepreneur. So, what are some of the challenges associated with building up your recurring revenue streams as an entrepreneur? Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Lamentably, much to my dismay, much to my consternation, much to my chagrin, much to my agony, much to my grief, much to my agitation, and much to my irritation, it can be cumbersome to build up your recurring revenue streams as an entrepreneur, especially if you compete in highly competitive niche markets that are replete with competitors who have attained behemoth brands in conjunction with potent competitive advantages. If you are an obscure brand that is in its nascent years, that is in its genesis, that is in its inception, it's going to be all the more arduous for you to have your content offerings and product offerings build traction and subsequently attain viral status. It is not an easy feat to accomplish, to say the least. So just bear that in mind. Render that indelible. Allow that to marinate in the chasms of your mind. Allow that to seep into the bowels of your mind. And allow that to be uploaded into your neurons. Solidify that information into your neurons that it can take tens of thousands of hours of strategic hard work to build up your recurring revenue streams as an entrepreneur, and you're not guaranteed any results, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. This does not need to be a woefully pensive moment because you have the latent potential to surmount these challenges appertaining to building up your recurring revenue streams. Do not allow them to be perpetual setbacks. These setbacks do not need to be perennial. You can overcome them if you attempt to do so in earnest. So, one challenge appertaining to building up your recurring revenue streams as an entrepreneur is that it can be highly time draining to do, and it becomes all the more challenging, all the more difficult, all the more cumbersome if you lack substantial time to earmark into producing compelling content and cultivating a behemoth brand across a multitude of social media platforms. So your ability to build up sizable recurring revenue streams is undermined and cannot be fully capitalized on. It cannot be able to provide you with maximum utility if you lack the requisite time to produce a reservoir of enthralling content and to foster a behemoth brand across a myriad of social media platforms. So it can indeed be an ineffably cumbersome challenge to build up recurring revenue streams if you have a dearth of time to do so. It is time draining to produce compelling content, and it is time depleting to cultivate a behemoth brand across a plethora of social media platforms. It doesn't just automatically transpire. These are Brobdingnagian challenges that are by no means easy to overcome, and it's not for the faint of heart to attempt to do so. And of course, it can be a challenge to produce content that is compelling enough to entice people to pay a recurring fee, such as a recurring channel membership fee, to be able to access it, especially if you compete in a highly competitive niche market that is replete with competitors who have attained behemoth brands and who have attained an exorbitant amount of potent competitive advantages, as well as have an extensive content reservoir that is comprised of extraordinary videos that are free to watch. So how will you entice people? How will you incentivize people? How will you compel people to acquiesce to paying a recurring fee, such as a channel membership fee or a subscription fee, to access your content when they can already watch comparable, similar, or perhaps even superior content at no cost on their end? They do not want to hemorrhage money watching videos that are comparable to videos that are available online for free. Are people stingy? Are they reticent about parting with their money? Well, they are recalcitrant about relinquishing money to watch content that is tantamount to the content that is available for free online. So just bear that in mind. You really have to have content that eclipses your competitors' content. You have to have content that is deemed to be superior to your competitors' content in all facets if you want to be able to generate sizable channel membership revenue or sizable subscription revenue. You really have to render your content novel, meritorious, extraordinary, compelling, and it needs to be buyer-worthy, share-worthy, engagement-worthy, and algorithm recommendation-worthy content. It should be apt to yield high watch times, high viewership rates, high engagement rates, and high audience retention rates. Do not settle for insipid mediocrity. Your content should not be lackluster, nor banal, nor monotonous, nor generic, nor bland, nor subpar, nor egregiously abysmal. Strive to produce remarkable, extraordinary content that is indelible, that is in the forefront of people's minds. Your content should not be elusive. It should not dissipate from the bowels of people's minds post being watched. You want it to be memorable. You want it to be recallable. You want people to be able to recollect it. You want people to recommend it and share it and disseminate it on social media platforms. You want people to share it with their acquaintances, with their friends, with their family members, and with other viewers who may be interested in checking it out. So, if you have a run-of-the-mill, obscure brand, do not expect to attain highly desirable results. So it is indeed a major challenge to build up a recurring channel membership revenue stream or a recurring subscription revenue stream if your content is on par with your competitors' content or negligibly better than your competitors' content. It should be significantly better than your competitors' content. And of course, doing so can require a tremendous amount of ingenuity, creativity. How much creative prowess do you have? And how entertaining are you to listen to monologue? Can you regale, bedazzle, and amuse your audience? Or are people tepid and disinterested about watching you monologue for a prolonged period of time Lastly, another Brobdingnagian challenge entails being able to create extraordinarily compelling content if you lack a colossal production budget to do so. You want to be able to create videos that other content creators cannot easily emulate. You do not want to be perceived as a carbon copy brand. And if you want to be able to bring extraordinarily compelling videos to fruition, you need a sizable video production budget to do so. And it can be a challenge to raise the capital to establish a sizable video production budget, especially if your crowdfund campaigns are not building traction. Will you crowdfund your ambitious, grandiose, lofty video ideas, or will you forgo doing so? So, if you want to create videos that other content creators cannot easily emulate, and if you lack the requisite video production to do so, then it can be a major challenge to produce videos that other content creators cannot easily emulate without having the funds to fund a sizable marketing, to fund a sizable video production budget. It also helped to have a sizable marketing budget in order to be more apt to rally donor support to your crowdfunding pages for your video production ideas. So I hope that you deem this video to be enthralling, insightful, mesmerizing, engrossing, entertaining, and amusing. I hope that you were regaled, bedazzled. And I hope that you deem this video to be informative. I also hope that you are enlightened. The challenges of building up your recurring revenue streams as an entrepreneur are indeed cumbersome, but they can be surmounted, to say the least. You want to build up your advertisement revenue stream, your affiliate marketing revenue stream, your subscription revenue stream, your custom-made, print-on-demand, merchandise sales revenue stream. You want to build up your recurring patron revenue stream. As well as other revenue streams, such as your song sales revenue stream, and your customizable templates revenue stream, and your mobile games revenue stream. So once again, I hope that you deem this video to be insightful. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.